At this time, will everyone please stand while we respectfully honor Sun Valley's class of 2018. Mr. Pry, please begin the processional music. Please remain standing. Good evening, members of the Pendelco Board of School Directors, Mr. Armour, Superintendent Dr. Steinhoff, honored guests, teachers, parents, friends, and the class of 2018. I welcome you to the 56th Annual Commencement Exercises for Sun Valley High School. At this time, Julia will give the invocation. Please welcome our Senior Class President, Julia Scarrett.
As we gather here today as members of Sun Valley High School, we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. For those who will pursue further education, grant not only the knowledge they will need in their chosen fields, but also wisdom to apply that knowledge to life as it really is. For those who will be going directly into the workforce, give a sense of what is right and good and appropriate in the often confusing issues they will face. For those in military service, may they draw courage and strength to serve our country and all of humanity with integrity and honor. Keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence, let us continue to strive to make a better world. For all of these graduates and the families of which they are a part, we ask that they may make a significant contribution to the general welfare of society. May they especially be an enhancement to those whose lives they personally touch. Please remain standing as our class secretary, Evan Rowland, leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem.
Please direct your attention to the Sun Valley Marine Corps Junior ROTC Color Guard. The pledge to the flag will be followed by the National Anthem performed by the Sun Valley High School Band. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while the Sun Valley Band plays the National Anthem. Please be seated.
And now the Sun Valley High School Chorus, under the direction of Mrs. Moyer, will present a musical selection.
Please help me in welcoming Sun Valley alumni, Mr. Harry Hill, who will introduce our guest speaker.
Good evening. Congratulations to the graduates of the Sun Valley class of 2018. You are the 56th class to graduate from Sun Valley. Tonight is your night, but for just a few minutes, we are continuing a Sun Valley tradition that when a Sun Valley class has a reunion, their 50th reunion, they are invited to attend and participate in the graduation ceremonies. Tonight, Sun Valley's 6th graduating class, the class of 1968, are here to celebrate with you. Their principal, Ed Narcom, assistant principal, Ken Michael, are both deceased. So it is my pleasure to introduce Anthony Gennaro, a member of the class of 1968, who became a superintendent of schools, to bring you a few words of wisdom from his class. Anthony.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Good evening, class of 2018. Parents, faculty, administrators, and school board members from the proud vanguards of the class of 1968. It seems like just yesterday that we were sitting out there like you are tonight, graduating from Sun Valley High School. In those days, we did it at the Sun Center Auditorium down Concord Road. One thing I can tell you for certain is that time passes quickly in life, but your memories of the times you've spent here at Sun Valley will remain with you forever. Your teachers, your coaches, your class trips, your proms will all be hopefully fond memories for all of you. Another great thing that has happened to me, and I feel you may also experience this, is that many of the friendships that I had made at Sun Valley High School have become lifelong friends. I see them regularly and socialize with them on a regular basis. I know many of the class of 68 grads that have developed these lifelong friendships. There are many great people in the class of 68, some of which are with us tonight as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of our commencement. One special person to note is Mr. Joe Owsley, longtime math teacher and coach here at Sun Valley High School. Also, two Aston Township commissioners, Jim McGinn and Fred Prendergast. Also, Bob Prendergast, John Vernon, Howard Cole, Nick Socially, Tony Verassi, just to name a few of the people from the class of 1968. A special thank you goes out to our long-serving reunion committee, Ruth Ann Phillips, Marciani Crawford, Lorraine Tallarico Smith, Jackie Wilkers, and others who have done a lot of hard work over the years to keep our group together. Special shout out tonight to Candy Daly, whose granddaughter, Jamie McLaney, is graduating tonight. She is one of our class of 68. Also to Mr. Hill, whose vision and persistence has brought forth the opportunity for the 50th anniversary class to participate each year in these commencement activities. I am certain there are also many great students in the class of 2018, and you will also develop these bonds that may last a lifetime. Personally, I've spent over 40 years in the field of education, most recently at the superintendent level, and I look back on my preparation at Sun Valley as a motivating factor for my success later in life. And for this, I credit the faculty here at Sun Valley High School when I was a student. For those of you that have solid plans after graduation, I commend you. For those of you that are still unsure, don't panic. It will all work out. When I was a student, I wasn't sure at graduation. I went to work full-time, then into the U.S. Navy. Upon discharge, I started at Penn State Delco. Remember, there is no one correct path or one correct timetable for making choices that fits everybody. Just keep focused on your goals, and it will become clear to you which path to follow. Also, don't hesitate to take advice from people who can serve as mentors. People need mentors throughout their lives, including your parents, especially your parents who have been there before you. Finally, I wish to leave you with two thoughts tonight. First, remember, learning is a lifelong process. One never stops learning. So be open to it, embrace it, embrace the opportunities. Remember, commencement means the beginning of the rest of your life. Second, please remember as you celebrate your graduation, do so in a safe and responsible manner and have a lot of fun. You deserve it. Thank you very much.
We have two commencement addresses this evening. First, our salutatorian, Casey Perfield.
Welcome teachers, administrators, family, friends, and fellow students. It is my honor and privilege to deliver the salutatory address to the Sun Valley graduating class of 2018. It is even a greater honor to be part of such a special class that has truly set the bar high for graduating classes to come. Although some may disagree with me, our 4 years together have certainly flown by. I can still remember how cool we felt coming out of Northley. When we got to Sun Valley, we quickly got put in our place by the upperclassmen. But that didn't stop us. We soon made a name for our class by going viral on Twitter for the whip video. For many of us, freshman year is a painful time to look back on. We couldn't wait to become sophomores so we could get rid of the freshman label, stop carrying the water and equipment, and have more freedom. What we didn't realize about freshman year is that it was the easiest year of high school we would experience. As sophomores, the reality set in that it only gets harder each year. Our sophomore year is when the success of this class really started to show. With the many opportunities for classes to take, clubs to join, and activities to be involved in, we took advantage of all that Sun Valley has to offer to make our high school careers a success. This is when the Valley started to feel like home to us. The 7 hours spent in the classroom weren't enough. We chose to spend hours and hours more on the field and on the stage, involved in all sorts of different clubs and activities. I hope that now you all believe that the extra time put in was worth it, because it allowed us to create relationships with our peers, coaches, and teachers that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. Going into our junior year, the stress level was nothing short of high. Balancing challenging academics with career planning, college visits and applications, along with a crucial year for recruiting and sports, there was always a sense of intensity present. Thankfully, we had some moments of comic relief, like when the water fountain was broken off of the wall playing The Floor is Lava. And then the year we had all been waiting for, our senior year, the year of last. Our last homecoming weekend, prom, VBM, Pride Picnic, Turkey Bowl, and many more. We started the year off on a high note, placing first in the homecoming float competition. Sadly, our student section was broken up just minutes after this. At least we had plenty of more good days on the way. We certainly enjoyed our countless snow days and delays, along with our day off for the Eagles Super Bowl parade, our senior variety show, and beating Chai in almost everything we did. As expected, however, there were some lows. I hope I never see another poncho again after wearing one for 5 days straight in the pouring rain in Disney. I am glad not to have to join the daily race to exit the parking lot every day. I am upset that we could never coordinate one designated day for senior skip day or successfully have a senior prank without administration shutting it down. But every little bit of this crazy journey I will miss so much. I am so lucky to have had the best people in the world to share high school with. Whether you cry tears of sadness to leave behind all of the memories you have created over the years, or you cry tears of joy to never have to see these people or walk the halls of Sun Valley again. Whether you are going to school 8 hours away, 20 minutes down the road, entering the workforce, or going into the military. Whether you were the stellar athlete, the artist, the lead of the school play, the smartest kid in the class, or just barely met graduation requirements, you are here today for the same reason that the rest of us are, to officially become Sun Valley alumni. Whether we grew up in Aston, Parkside, or Brookhaven, we all came to know Sun Valley as our home. I will leave you all with only one last request. Take your experience here, all of the good and all of the bad, and know that we have learned something from it. It has shaped us as people and will be important lessons to us for the rest of our lives. Sadly enough, we do not have a say in a lot of things that happen to us, but we do have a say in how we react to them.
As Lyndon B. Johnson said, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. I wish you all the best of luck with everything that life has to offer. I hope that you never forget where you came from and what it has made you. Go forward now and leave your mark on the world. Congratulations, Sun Valley Class of 2018, and thank you.
Thank you, Casey. And now our valedictorian, Sumaya Begum.
Good evening, family, friends, Pendelco faculty, 1968 alumni, and of course, the reason we are all here tonight, the graduates of the Sun Valley Class of 2018. I stand before everyone here today because of the unconditional love and support of a few distinct people close to my heart. Tonight is only possible because of my mother, grandparents, and brother. My gratitude extends to the teachers who have become a second family, Mr. and Mrs. Mao, Mrs. Phelps, Mrs. Buckmaster, Mrs. Bednar, and Mr. Barron. Although I have my own group of supporters, each of us is here today because of the love and support from our family, friends, and all those who support us. 12 years ago, our journeys began with anxiety and anticipation of the unknown, what has yet to come of our brilliant futures. From holding our in elementary school to the wavering uncertainties of our hormone-fueled adolescent years, we've come all the way to the senioritis that began early in junior year. Though our story did not begin in the same elementary schools, or in my case, even in the same state, we have spent the most memorable moments of high school together, from the mistakes and bruises to the most momentous bearings that shaped who we are. When we look at where we came from, each person has his or her own story, and each chapter will unfold uniquely as we move on with our lives. Our book of journeys does not start after we pick up our diplomas. The great Greek orator Demosthenes imparted upon us the wisdom that great words are empty and miserable without actions. Your prowess is measured by what you actually do, not by what you say you will do. The distance between your dreams and reality is action. However, we know that failure is a natural course on the path of action. J.K. Rowling once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not lived at all, in which case you fail by default." Everyone will encounter obstacles, but a lack of success only becomes true failure when you let each slip defeat you. Just as this year was filled with barriers that flew out of our control, each person has persisted to stand before the next page in his or her life. This anticipated event approached so rapidly amidst these obstacles, and it will become a memory just as fast. Just remember, the impossible journey is the one you never begin, and the end of one journey means the beginning of another. As we navigate through our personal odysseys, our plans begin to solidify no matter what path we take. To the ambitious students taking a gap year, we look forward to seeing where your path will lead you. To the courageous students who will choose to serve our country, we are forever thankful for your commitment and dedication in defending our nation. To those entering the workforce, we congratulate you for already setting out to change the world we live in. And for those choosing to further their education, we wish everyone the best of luck in your academic endeavors. As this valedictory comes to an end, I'm expected to share my final words of wisdom, which seems kind of ironic given that I am the youngest student of the class of 2018. So if you're willing to take the advice of this kid, here it goes. Classmates, our journeys are not preordained. Let us not reminisce on any sufferings or impediments we have experienced before. Life may offer strokes of serendipity and moments of misfortune, but each new day is what you make of it. The present shapes our future, just as the past shaped us to become the graduates we are today. Each student here is filled with boundless freedom and potential. The class of 2018 will succeed in the omnivorous fields of endeavor before us. Together, we're on the cusp of infinite possibilities. Our tenacity is driven by our experiences overcoming these challenges for the past 4 years. Our ambition is unparalleled. We have left a legacy that is imprinted on the hearts of everyone here today. So, The past has been our lesson, and the present is our gift, but the future is simply ours. Classmates, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and today, it's the next chapter in determining our destiny as new graduates. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Samaya. And now our principal, Mr. Patrick Sassy.
Good evening to the class of 2018, school dignitaries, our teachers and staff, our parents and families. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to honor our graduates seated before us this evening. Before I do, I want to say a special thank you to our secretaries, Mrs. Raymond, Mrs. Morgan, Mrs. Ribeiro, Mrs. Scarrett, Mrs. Seitz, Mrs. Parker, and Mrs. Lessick for their work, and also Mrs. Mary Pat Malorgio, who helped out this evening, for their work in our main guidance and athletic offices, not only throughout the school year, but in preparation for events such as our Presidential Scholars, Senior Awards Night, and this graduation ceremony. In addition, our custodial staff played a significant role in preparing this beautiful ceremony for our students. If we can give them a round of applause, please. It goes without saying that our teachers and school counselors and administrators throughout our seniors' 13-year journey have played a guiding role. Many are here this evening, and we thank them for that. But I also want to ask that our students here, our graduates, take a moment to thank their guests who have been their first support system. Graduates, could you please join me to stand and cheer for your parents, families, and friends? Thank you. You can be seated. Also, just a quick happy birthday to Avery Frank. It's quite a day. Birthday, you graduate, that's awesome. So, Mr. Frank, the entire gym is going to be coming over for cake right after this, so just be ready, all right? Avery said it was cool. We're just going to go do that. So thank you. I've been thinking a lot about graduations. In my family of five, we're 10 years away from our first high school graduation, but I can fondly recall the day my daughter Maeve graduated from preschool. I was reminded then of the traditional sentiment that graduation is not the end, but a beginning. Her beginning at that time was kindergarten. Parents, do you remember that first day? For you students, it's the beginning of your next step. Either way, graduation prompts me to think about growing up and what Maeve always says what she wants to be when she gets older. It's such a loaded question, and her answer changes all the time. She wants to be a teacher. She wants to be a doctor. She wants to be Tyrannosaurus Rex. She wants to do arts and crafts so she can sell it to people for free. She also shared with my wife and I that she's going to live with us forever, so I guess I'll get the basement ready. Most noteworthy, though, was her final response. In order to understand it, she had to educate me on her show that she likes, My Little Ponies. That's what we watch in our house. If you're not familiar, there are these talking ponies. They have symbols on their backsides. They're called cutie marks, and they represent a power or a talent. It's the worst. So good old Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and the gang, they each have one talent, just one. Maeve's not cool with that, and I'm glad. In the past, she has given out cutie marks to our whole family. Mine is soft pretzels. So, it's awesome. But she doesn't take one. She refuses to take one. She always says, I'm an everything girl. She believes she can do everything and anything. How cool. Class of 2018, that's my wish for you. Experience as much as you can. Make your own path. Be an everything girl or boy. In class, you're already off to a good start. You've achieved a lot during your time here, from the academic and athletic goals to amazing arts and music performances and community service. We have graduates going into many fields such as law, medicine, melon farming, education, research, workforce, trades, a boat captain, military, and countless others. And in order to achieve within those fields, I believe you have to experience many, many fields to make that work. So you will be ready for anything. So graduates, my wish for you is to go out and do everything. Go take risks. Think outside the box. You can't rely solely on your Sun Valley or Pendelco experiences, so instead, keep developing that talent further. Go into far-reaching skills and abilities. We all know you're capable, and we'll certainly be watching to see what your next great everything is. Class, I wish you well, and I congratulate you again on this very, very special evening. I am so proud to be your principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sassy. And now I am pleased to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. George Steinhoff.
Good evening. It's my privilege to speak with you and extend my heartiest congratulations to our 283 graduates and their families. Last year, when I spoke at commencement, I reminded graduates to savor this experience as you pass into the next phase of your life. I stand here a year later and can only stress that even more. Last week, I attended my daughter's graduation, and while I was there, I marveled at how quickly kids grow up. So let me speak for all the parents who are here tonight to honor you. When a child graduates, a parent feels mixed emotions. You're proud of them, you're thrilled for them, you're anxious for them, but most of all, you just want to be here for them. And while time passes slowly for children, it goes too fast for us as adults. All of the adults here tonight probably can't believe just how quickly you've grown and matured. To your parents, it seems like yesterday that they walked you to the bus stop for the first time, that they dropped you off for your first day at school. Like yesterday when they watched you play your first game of sports, perform your first dance at a recital, or build your first whatever out of Legos. It seems like yesterday when I was in my first year as a superintendent, without glasses, you all were just starting third grade. And yet in what feels like a blink of an eye, here we are a decade later, and what a class you've become. In your class, we see some of the smartest students who have graduated from Sun Valley. In your class, we see some of the most artistic and talented students who have ever graduated at Vanguard. In your class, we see students who have admirably chose to serve our country immediately. We see students who have learned skilled trades and are ready to make much-needed contributions to our community. In your class, we see reasons to think that the future will be better than others expect. As a class, you sit before us and remind us as educators that our efforts were not in vain. And you sit before your parents and you remind them that their love and their devotion was worth every ounce of it. You make us proud and you make us optimistic. This time last week, I had a draft for this speech that did not include life advice from Pendelco kindergarten students, and that is something that I've included every year since 2009. Although the teachers had collected the comments from the students, I thought maybe it was time for something new, to try a speech without their advice. However, at senior awards night, Olivia Lambert told me the advice from kindergarten kids is the best part of the speech, that people look forward to that. So over the weekend, I scrapped it, went back to what works. But in so doing, I wondered, why is it that advice from a 5-year-old can be so powerful? I mean, this is advice from kids who were still learning to walk and talk when you were starting as a freshman. This is advice that might not really be a roadmap for success. And what I realized is that advice from kids in kindergarten always brings a smile to our face. And society needs more smiles. Somehow the inconsequentials of life get in the way of the smiles that we so freely showed as newborns in the world. A baby sees its mother and instinctively smiles. Years later, it sees its mother-in-law and instinctively frowns. A child gets its first dollar bill and smiles. 10 years later, they frown. They wish it were more. A first grader is reminded that school starts the next day and smiles. And years later, they sigh, lamenting the end of summer. College graduates get the call that they're offered a job and they smile. And years later, they frown and count the days until retirement. The world needs more smiles. The happy smiling face symbol from the 70s is enduring because it works. The fact is, when you smile gratefully, you just can't be unhappy. So my advice, live more, like more, love more, and smile more. When you see your parents after graduation and your family, look at them and smile. When you see your close friends, smile. When you see one of the many former teachers that are here, your current teachers, smile. And looking ahead, when you fail at something, smile at the effort and the chance to try again. Just smile. So to help you do that, here are some words of wisdom presented to our graduates from the Sun Valley class of 2030. Don't forget where you live. You will want to come back and visit your family at some point. After graduation, demand to go out for ice cream and get your parents to pay. Watch out for shark attacks. Take tons of selfies with your family so you'll always remember them. Don't let punctuation take a vacation. If you go to college, you will need to learn how to cross the street, so be sure to look both ways before you cross. Get a job at McDonald's, free fries. Be an astronaut, be a cowboy, work at Rita's, or how about this one? Be a cat sitter, it is an easy job. Don't forget your letters. You need to know the whole alphabet in college. Use Uber Eats if you're hungry. You place an order and the food just shows up. Freedom from your parents was a big theme, and this is what they said. Now you can play Fortnite all you want. You can eat M&Ms and Skittles for breakfast, and no one will know. You can jump on the couch as much as you want, and you won't get in trouble. A boy from Coburn said, do absolutely nothing. The last two. If someone says, give me 5, then you have to do that. You must give them 5. And a girl from Aston wrote, I wish you happiness the rest of your life. Well said. The final piece of wisdom, which has always made the list of advice from kindergarten students, is to be nice. Doesn't that say it all? I mean, it's remarkable. Every year for 10 years straight, the advice to be nice has been the most frequently submitted advice from our district's youngest kids. In time, you won't remember the specific details of the speech, but you should be able to remember those 2 words, be nice. Imagine if everyone posting on social media remembered what 5-year-olds already know. You've learned to be nice at Sun Valley and in all of our schools. No matter your skills, talent, or character, in our district, we expect you to be nice. And in your class in particular, has been just that. So as a result, when we think of the class of 2018, a smile will be brought to our faces. So thank you for leaving us with that gift. On behalf of the entire Board of School Directors and all of the Pendelco employees who have been a part of your journey through life so far, congratulations and thank you for being a part of our lives too. Students, please stand. School Board President, Mr. Armour, and the entire Board of School Directors. As a superintendent of the Pendelco School District, I certify that the individual students who represent the Sun Valley class of 2018 have satisfied all educational requirements as dictated by the Department of Education of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Pendelco School District. I present to you the class of 2018.
Thank you, Dr. Steinhoff. Speaking on behalf of the Pendelco entire Board of School Directors, I hereby accept your presentation. of the class of 2018. The honor and graduating from Sun Valley High School will have successful and fulfilling lives. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments and your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mr. Armour. Please be seated. And now our assistant principals, Daniel Palmer, Rosemary Edmondson, and Patrick Rafferty will now present the diplomas.
Thanks, Sammy. Yeah, they'll do it. Still hot. Okay, still on.
I'm ready. Samaya Begum. Casey E. Perfield. Julia Ann Scarrett. Elizabeth Rose Powell. Gianni Montgomery Palmerini. Olivia C. Lambert. Evan David Rowland. Samantha Barbara Bowen. Brendan James Cooper. Kevin M. Connor. Robert C. Conlon. John Thomas Cerrone. Ryan A. Cassidy. Salvatore Albert Carmelingo. Nicholas G. Carr. Anthony Lee Carlin. Joseph J. Carey. Alexander J. Bonapane. Shahir J. Brown Morris. Justin P. Bradley. Martin C. Boyle. Barry J. Boyle. Connor Boyd. Timothy Bourne. Sean Boswell. William F. Blair. Ian A. Bittenbender. Scott James Berger. Matthew J. Bell. Andrew J. Bash III. Jason W. Barr. Jacob J. Barron. Justin David Balchunas. Justin Karen Baxey. Nicholas David Bailey. Nathan P. Armour. Michael J. Alonzo. Richard E. Alfrey. Jessica Ann Babin, Ashley Baez, Deanna Baker, Christina Marie Billy, Alexis Elaine Bigeman, Lauren Nicole Bondrowski, Savannah M. Boyle, Chelsea Marie Breeze, Cassandra C. Bridwell, Kelly Kathleen Philomena Brown, Kelsey Nicole Buck, Emily R. Burke, Samantha K. Burke, Ashlyn Noel Katka, Stephanie K. Chatton, Melanie Rose M. Chaponis, Alexis L. Colasante, Alicia Marie Coombs, Destiny L. Copps Trustee, Jordan Ray Crowder, Savannah M. Cudahy, Megan L. Cunningham, Claudia S. Davis, Emily M. Dawson, Rachel M. Del Giorno, Darian Leah Derrickson, Heather Marie DeSanto, Rebecca A. Dibley, Mackenzie A. Einstein, Bailey N. Ellickson, Nicholas S. Greco, Dimitri P. Greco, Sean Philip Grant, Anthony Patrick Gonzalez, Eric R. Goldberg, James Michael Dines, Cameron Gillies, Thomas J. Javecki, Michael E. Gerber, Matthew J. Gain, Avery Tanner Frank, Adam V. Figurski, Luciano C. Fidalgo, Patrick James Ferry, Hunter Garrison Forward, Alexander Raymond Evans, Logan Erickson, Joseph M. Elskamp, Ryan Duplicki, Jonathan D. Duncan, Ryan J. Dubois, Michael Stephen Donovan III, David M. Donnelly, Owen J. Diodato, Giancarlo Joseph Cutrafello, James G. Curtis Jr., Leon D. Crockett, Keith Charles Craigo, Jared Cregan, Logan Paul Cornog.
Miranda Eskridge, Sarah L. Foster, Jenna M. Gilpin, Katrina Rose Gines Zadan, Jillian Grant, Kayla Renee Grant, Madison G. Gutowitz. Samantha E. Haney. Anna Colette Elizabeth Haynes. Cheyenne Elizabeth Hexamer. Morgan Elise Hinderhofer. Brianna Rosella Holton. Amaya Marie Humphrey. Jenna M. Iannieri. Maya Felice Jackson. Kylie Nicole Jameson. Brooke Elizabeth Jasper. Jessica Ann Jenkins. Samantha N. Jex. Dominique D. Joint. Julia Marie Caulfeld. Joy L. Kessler. Carly Kirby. Haley Lynn Klein. Kirsten Marie Klein. Samantha L. Kraft. Nicole Elizabeth Kugel. Angelica Lara. Devin O. Lynn. Samantha R. Loftus. Michael D. Laird. Cameron Cutlass. Kevin Cosmal. Benjamin P. Kinsey. Justin C. Cook. Jared Korkevich. Daniel J. Komorowski. Benjamin Harris Kirk. Bailey Kilgore. Ying Tai Kessler. Justin Matthew Kelly. David R. Kearney. R.J. Jones. David Lyle Jones. Khalif Amir Jones. Shane Tyler Jenkins. Adam J. Imhoff. Matthew James Illingsworth. Abraham Hamid Hassan. Brett Howe. Anthony E. Howe. Michael Paul Hopkins. William Henry Holfelder. Joseph A. Heck. Ryan N. Hayes. Ryan P. Hoy. Sean J. Haley. Shane Robert Griffiths. John James Griffin. Isaiah R. Griffin. Leah Long. Vivi C. Long. Avery M. Luis. Sierra Madison. Hannah Nicole Maggio. Daria Rose Mariotti. Marissa Massini. Ashley Nicole McCombs. Clorinda McFadden. Jamie McElhenney. Juliana Malazzo. Madison L. Michael. Hannah L. Miles. Rachel L. Misquick. Elizabeth M. Morgan. Francesca Moskowitz. Christy Nugent. Mimi Nugent. Shania Nichols. Lauren Kelly Palmer. Jessica Brooke Paneer. Amy Catherine Parker. Kelly Lynn Pelk. Madison Lynn Pamonte. Christine Przalowicz. Jacqueline M. Prince. Allison C. Riley. Alicia T. Rivera. Leah G. Roth. Veronica G. Roth.
Austin J. Segul. Lloyd Allen Ruckel, Jr. Ian Matthew Rowland. Richard Pedalikowski, Jr. Preet Patel. Alex C. Paris. Congratulations. James T. Ozier. Congrats, Shane. Shane R. O'Neill. Congrats, Ryan. Congratulations. Brian M. Olszewski. John Andrew Ogrom. Congratulations. Benjamin R. Neely. Congrats. I left the tie. Ryan Jalen Nash. Terry M. Moran III. Congratulations. Evan Moon. Grant P. Michaels. Congrats. Daniel Mira. Congratulations. Ryan William McShane. Congratulations. Brendan James McGinn. Congrats. Justin Ryan McCarty. Congrats. Anthony J. Marantino. Congrats. Andrew D. Manco. Congratulations. Nathaniel Minero. Congrats. Walter G.V. Magello. Congrats. Shane Ludke. Congrats. Joseph Long. Congrats. I knew you would. John J. Lobodinsky, Jr. Congrats. I got it. Justin Colin Lesick. Congrats. James Leo. Congrats. Benjamin Lehrberger. All right. Alex D. Laskowski. Emma E. Robinson. Congratulations. Morgan Lee Ruggieri. Congratulations. Samaya Sabri. Congratulations. Dominique P. Schaefer. Congratulations. Jacqueline A. Scheck. Congratulations. Haley L. Seitz. Congratulations. Elizabeth L. Sarabello. Congratulations. Olivia Lane Shears. Congratulations. Amber Nicole Shiflett. Congratulations. Emma C. Sierdinsky. Congratulations. Jordan Ray Slaughter. Congratulations. Ashley Lynn Sukumfat. Eva Rose Spizak. Congratulations. Mara J. Stakarski. Congratulations. Ryan Lee Taggett. Emily Elizabeth Taylor. Congratulations. Madison N. Thomason. Congratulations. Brittany J. Valentine. Willow A. Vickers. Congratulations. Christina M. Villano. Congratulations. Ashley Wagner. Congratulations. Olivia J. Warren. Congratulations. Maggie Jean Willard. Congratulations. Carly R. Williams. Congratulations. Erica S. Williams. Congratulations. Callie D. Wojciechowski. Congratulations. Jacqueline Grace Wines. Congrats. Nicholas Wright. Congrats, Leo. Leo Joseph Wright. Congrats, buddy. Donovan Thomas Williamson. Tamir J. Williams. Congratulations. Charles J. Wendling. Congratulations. Andrew Robert Waterfield. David William Valentine. Congratulations, buddy. Proud of you. I'm glad you made it. Stephen G. Urbani. Joshua Tyler Truesdale. Congratulations, Daniel J. Ty. Congratulations, Kyle Braden Thorpe. Congratulations. Matthew R. Thornton. Delonte Thomas. Austin Michael Taylor. John R. Stritzinger. Congratulations. Michael P. Straley. Congratulations. Urel Stevens. Nicholas Steele. There it is, buddy. This is your moment. This is your miracle. Tyreek Starkey. Get it. Makai Deshaun St. Germain. Congratulations. William Grady Southern. Nathaniel W. Smith. Congrats. Keep it out. Okay. Matthew Skulski. It's all right. It's all right. Nathaniel J. Sider. Congrats, Andy. Anthony M. Sierra. Congrats, Chris. Christopher A. Sikierski. Congrats, Richie. Richard Shanahan, Jr. That's exactly what I'm going to say. And last but certainly not least, Sean Christopher Setnick.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018. At this time, Class President Julia Scarrett will lead you in turning your tassel. Students, please stand. You got that.
We are Sun Valley. We are the Parkside, Brookhaven, and Aston communities. School board members, administrators, teachers, parents, and guests. I give you the class of 2018. Please turn your tassel from right to left. Please remain standing and join our choral members in singing the Sun Valley Alma Mater.
Congratulations one more time to the class of 2018. Mr. Pry, please play the recessional music.